Hello and welcome, Pocket Watch here, and it's about time for another episode of Umineko. Yeah, it's been a week of break, I would say. It was a really crazy week for me, and I needed like a little break from recording in that case as well, because I really don't had time for like anything at all in this week, and yeah. That being said, let's go and start the second game, I guess. Also, before we start, I want to give a shout out to Silver Okami, because he gave some interesting info that this realm where Butler and Beatrice exist have actually named by fans. It's named by fans, and it's called like Meta World. So yeah, thanks for that. This is like really cool info, and I hope you will like the further episodes as well. So yeah, let us go! Every year, the relatives visiting Rokkenjima would let out a sigh of admiration at the rose garden that first greeted them. They would stop there to chat about the roses' beauty and how well they were blooming that year. In the midst of this, there was a single unhealthy rose, and Maria became overwhelmed with the dejection of its condition. Yeah, we all remember that. They've put some of like string on it. But George used his quick wits, and saying that everything would be fine if they took care of this poor thing, marked it with a candy wrap paper and immediately restored Maria's good mood. Then Butler with whom she would be greeting along well since the morning, started talking about Halloween. This was such a favorite topic of Maria that she began playing around energetically again. To Maria, that marshmallow jack-o'-lantern candy brought by her mother was probably the greatest sort of treasure. They seemed to have brought several, and she demanded a trick-or-treat from every person she met, giving them candy instead of other way around.
マリアはどうしてこんなにハロウィンが好きなんだろうな。日本人には一つ馴染みにくいイベントだと思ってたんだが。
Also, this is different scenery. I mean, we have first time this background. I believe so. I never saw Butler in this scenery.
仮装行列で練り歩く子供のお祭りだからじゃねえのか。普段と違う格好をしてはしゃぎ合うってのは楽しいぜ。
多分僕はもう少しディープな理由によるものだと思うな。何しろ魔女のマリアちゃんだからね。
そういや、飛行場でもマリアは仮装するなら魔女になりたいって言っていたっけ。マリアって魔女が好きなんだ。
Oh, you don't know yet. Oh.
ええ、大好きよ。困ったくらいに。まあまあ。あのくらいの年頃はファンタジックな存在に憧れるもんですから。せめてテレビアニメのヒロインに憧れるくらいなら可愛いんだけど。
Judging by Rosa's appearance, she wasn't happy about her daughter's love for witches. As a mother, the cousins, other than Butler, seems to realize this, and they struggled wearing stiff smiles.
ふん、魔女好きだとハロウィンも好きになるって論法なのか。わかんなきゃ本人に聞けばいいか。おい、マリア、ハロウィンと魔女って何か関係あるのか。
As Butler asked that, George and Jessica let out as if they were trying to stop him, but too late. And now we'll have like probably some long talk from Maria. Maria might have been waiting for just that question. Oh my god, her face is changing already. It's so early in the game. After beaming for an instant, her expression turned into a little mean, as if to say, "You're totally clueless, aren't you?" It was the face of hobbyist who's been ticked off by an outsider saying something stupid about their favorite subject.
ケルト人は1年間を通
This is
じ
new
てその
soundtrack.
勢いを変える太陽は1年を通して生まれ育ち老いて死んでそして再び蘇ると考えていたの。
納得だな。春のか弱いポカポカした太陽がどんどん次第に痩せ衰えていく様をなるほど太陽の一生と考えるのもうなずけるぜ。
だから彼らは10月の最後に太陽は死に死の国で体を休めて冬至の日に再び蘇ると考えたの。それで太陽が1年の生涯を終えて死ぬその日を大晦日サビンと呼んでお祝いしたの。
再び日照時間が長くなりだす冬至の日を太陽の復活の日とする考え方はとても面白いよね。古代の人々がいかに太陽を神聖視していたかがわかるエピソードだよ。
Okay, so you have some kind of backstory, I would say.
なるほど
Some
な。
myth.
でそれが魔女とどう関係があるんだ？
It seems that my casual urging forward had slightly infuriated Maria. She glared at me with eyes that told me to shut up while she explained. Maria seems to be having a blast as she talked, so I decided not to interrupt.
10月と11月の狭間は生と死が最も近くなる。
Also, I really hope that they will explain why the butler exists in that meta world and play as himself in the new game. How does it work?
ケルト人たちはこの時期に聖者の世界と死者やこの世ならざる者の世界が最も近づき異界の住人たちがたくさん訪れると信じてたの。日本でいうお盆みたいなものだよ。
It's that creepy laugh of her, but it was surprisingly cute this time, to be honest. Maybe because it's like she's not corrupted yet, like further in the story. But yeah, that was pretty cute, I'd say. At the time, people believed that souls returning to the physical world would go into people's houses or possess people and do bad things. So in order to avoid harm, they performed rituals. One of those was to imitate creepy monsters and secrete the souls back, which was apparently a way to avoid being possessed. Okay.
その部分がお祭りになっていって仮装行列になってったんだな。マリアは本当に物知りだぜ。
ほんまやな。わしもハロウィンに備えな言われがあるなんて知らんかったわ。
しかしそれのどこにお菓子をくれなきゃいたずらしちゃうぞってのが出てくるんだ？
Her knowledge was so extensive that the adults had suddenly started listening and too. Maria, who was normally treated like the youngest all the time, puffed out her chest with pride. Saying that this was just a kids' discussion, Rosa suggested that the adults go on ahead and set their luggage down in the guest house. Blah, sorry. But nobody else agreed to go with her, and she let out a heavy sigh.
トリックオアトリートは単なるお遊び。本来のケルト人たちの儀式とは何の関係もない。それは後にキリスト教の習慣が混合してできたものなの。
Okay.
でもマリアは本来のハロウィンの姿とはそうあるべきだと思うの。
According to Maria, the souls of the dead weren't the only ones who visited from the non-human world. There were also spirits with intimate connections to people's everyday lives. Humans could receive favors from those spirits, so they would manage to gain magnificent blessings, as well as years worth of good crops.
つまりハロウィンってのは収穫祭の意味も少しはあったわけか。
なるほどな。言われてみりゃ10月ってのは季節的にもいろいろ節目って気がするぜ。日本の4月のちょうど反対側だもんな。なるほど。キリはいいかもしれねえな。
そしてね、魔女たちはね、その時期に魔女集会サバトを開いたの。魔女たちは豊かな恵みをもたらしてくれた精霊たちに感謝し、ねぎらったの。
ハロウィンの仮装は向こうから来る客人たちの模倣。つまり彼らにお菓子を施すのは1年の収穫への感謝の気持ちがあってもいいわけだね。
Okay.
ジョージお兄ちゃんの言う通り。
つまりハロウィンはこの世とあの世の交流のある時期ってわけなんだな。それでつまり魔女たちにとってはそういう世界の客人たちと交流できる大切な機会だったと、そう言いたいわけか。
I'm kinda losing focus a little bit today. I hope you won't miss anything important.
バトラの言う通り。
I have today like energy to record and I feel kinda good. And I want to see what's like going next and stuff, but I kinda losing focus sometimes today. I don't know why. If I miss something, or I don't know. Oh well, I can count on you.
だからね、
You're awesome.
だからね、魔女たちや悪魔たちの力が最も活発で盛んになるのが10月なの。
Okay.
きっとベアトリーチェも来てくれる。
Oh yeah, she will. Yep, she will. So the reason why this whole game is now and not some other time is not only just because it happens that it have right amount of people inside because of the meeting, but it's also because of the October. Probably none of this would happen if the meeting would be like in the May, for example.
そしてね、一緒にマシュマロお菓子食べて、マリアも黄金鏡に連れてってもらうの。
That early, huh?
一緒に魔法のお歌を歌って、魔法の呪文を習って、魔法陣の書き方を習うの。そしてね、ルールの秘密を習って、早く早くマリアを立派な魔女にしてもらうの。
I'm really suspicious about every single word in this novel. Is this some kind of foreshadowing? Is this some kind of foreshadowing? Remember, like, my theory on Maria before was like she got possessed or something? Huh? Maybe? Well, on the other hand, at the end of episode 1, she had like regrets in her letter. So I still wonder in my head like why she had regrets. At least it felt like she had regrets in that letter. Oh well, that's my like random thoughts as usual.
あらあら、それは素敵ね。
あらあら。
子供は夢があるのが一番よ。ところでローザ、マリアちゃんは今年でいくつになったんだったかしら？
マリア、
We all know she's 9. Ha! Got you. She's 12. Haha, I remember now.
もうそのお話は終わりにしなさい。
気にしないでローザさん。
You can't make fun of me anymore.
女の子なら誰だって一度は思い描く夢じゃない。
ありがとうございます。
でももうマリアはそういう年を卒業していますので。こら、やめなさいと言ってるでしょ。
Rosa scolded Maria, trying to shut her up before her cheery discussion about black magic in her the sneakers of the relatives.
へえ。
Oh my god, and Maria is like
そいつはなんだかスケールのでかい話だな。ところでベアトリーチェって誰だっけ？
I just realized like they didn't like confront the Beatrice and witches topic in the first episode that fast. They only talked about her inside when they saw the portrait. So it's really early to start the topic.
なんだっけ？聞いた名前だな。
Also one more thing, like I wonder what kind of involvement have Beatrice and Butler in that meta world over this situation. I wonder, like, yeah, like what are they doing? Like, are they manipulating their thoughts, or I don't know, the questions, or just the events, or like they set people on certain paths so they meet, or something? Is the Butler from Meta World influencing what kind of questions Butler in the second game basically is asking? Yeah, that's like, there's a lot of stuff that I wonder, and I hope that it will be somehow explained. Butler had been gone for 6 years and had completely forgotten about the legend of the Rekunjima witch. However, when he said he didn't know Beatrice's name, Maria's bright mood soared in an instant. Yep, she's a fanatic. When he saw that, Butler immediately remembered that it was the name of the witch of this island, but the damage had been done. Until Maria's mood improved, she went on and on about how many mysterious and fabulous episodes regarding the Golden Witch.
もうよしなさいマリア。ありがとうねバトラ君、お話に付き合ってくれて。カノン君、お仕事があるんでしょ？
She's not happy about that Butler let her talk about that.
もう行ってちょうだい。ゴーダさん、みんなとりあえず荷物を置きたがってると思うの。悪いんだけど、みんなをゲストハウスへ案内してくれるかしら。
Also, this is like really hot here. I would open the window, but it's kinda loud outside right now.
かしこまりました。それでは皆様、ゲストハウスへご案内いたします。
それでは失礼いたします。
Maybe that's why I'm losing focus from time to time, because it's so hot in this room. Gouda led the relatives and they began to head towards the guest house. They were eager to set down their luggage to take a breather, so they didn't realize that Rose and Maria weren't coming with them. Interesting. This situation, if this is the situation that we had like before, where Rosa basically snapped again and slapped Maria over and over, it was just before the typhoon, and it's really kind of messing up the timeline here. Like, this is, we're like in the 1/4 of the first episode already, like past it. After watching them leave toward the guest house, Rosa's face changed suddenly. She let go with the hand that had been gripping Maria this whole time. There was a bright red mark here, marking it clear how much excessive force she had been using on Maria's slender arm. That hand then slapped against Maria's head, pinched her left ear, and lifted.
魔女の話はするなといつも言ってるでしょうが、それはママとの約束だといつも言っているでしょ。ママ
痛い、ママ痛い、痛い、痛い、痛い。
ハロウィン、ハロウィン、うるさいのよ、あんたは。魔女のお祭り？ケルト人が何よ、黒魔術が何よ、バカじゃないの。あんた9歳よ、9歳。
Wait! No! I refuse. I refuse. She's 9. So you will make fun of me. God damn it. Next time. I will get you next time. I was so sure I got it right. God damn it. Why did you... Why? Okay, next time I will think about her age and then I will think about the wrong answer. And I will get it right. Does it make sense?
電車であんなに騒ぐから、わざわざ電車降りてまでその蛍光塗料みたいな気持ち悪いお化けマシュマロを買ってやったのよ。
Disgusting monster marshmallows.
遅刻してまであんたに買ってやったのよ。あんたどこまで私の顔を潰せば気が済むのよ。
As Rosa cursed, she twisted Maria's ears up, almost as though she was about to tear it off. An expression of anguish spread across Maria's face, while she frantically stood on her tiptoes, trying to soften the pain in that ear. Rosa suddenly grabbed the candy that Maria had been holding. She threw it on the ground and stepped on it over and over. To Maria it was supposed to be proof of a memory, of a brief span of time when her mother had brought something fun for her. But now, that same mother was grinding it into the ground right in front of her. It was a staff, a brand. It was as though a brand had been pushed into Maria's eyes, leaving a mark that could never be erased.
こんな気持ち悪いお菓子が何よ。気持ち悪い、気持ち悪い。
What the fuck is wrong with Rosa? I feel like we'll have like more focus on Rosa and Maria situation in this episode, because we had like it very briefly only in the first one, and it made me really like kinda wondering about the relationship. And yeah, it's like it's going to be hard. The first episode, like when I got an impression that she's like really harsh on Maria because of how she is and what the expectation of Rosa are for her. But on the other hand, she loves her and she like was afraid about Maria, went out for her in the typhoon to look for her. But yeah, this kind of stuff that's happening now, this is like I don't know.
あんたがそんなんだから、あんたがそうなんだから。
It's because you're like that, but what? Are you really like that obsessed about like how other looks at you? Well, she is like one of the siblings, the youngest one, and kinda understand Rosa's situation, but that's not a reason to like punish your daughter that much.
気持ち悪い気持ち悪い気持ち悪い
As she said that, she struck Maria's head over and over again with her palm. She didn't hit Maria's face, probably so it wouldn't leave a mark, so other wouldn't see it. Because the red swell would stand out. Yep, exactly. Maria closed her eyes tightly, patiently bearing her mother's violence. No, that wasn't quite it. Wow. She kept bearing Rosa's assault, muttering that over and over.
だからその魔女ってのをやめろっつってんのよこの
Rosa, tired from hitting her daughter, breathed so hard her shoulders shook. Maria grabbed her hands together, withstanding it, hoping her mother would return soon.
Mama! いつまでもそこでそうしていなさい。そしてそこで魔女でもハロウィンでもいつまでもブツブツ一人で言ってればいいのよ。
After hurling those words at Maria, Rosa left in the direction of the guest house, leaving Maria behind. Maria, forgetting even that it was okay to cry, kept staring down at the jack-o'-lantern candy that had been trampled beyond recognition.
Rosa. どこ行ってたの？
ごめんなさい。バラが素敵だったものでついつい。
ローザ、早く荷物を置いてこいよ。兄貴んとこへ挨拶に行こうぜ。
ん？マリアちゃんはどうしたんや？まだ花壇におるんかいな。
気に入ったバラがあるみたいで世話をするって言って聞かなくてしばらくは好きにさせることにしました。
女の子には女の子の世界があったことを私たちはたまに忘れるわ。時には尊重してあげないとね。
そうね。お気遣いをありがとう、キリエ姉さん。ゴーダさん、私たちの部屋はどこ？
ご案内いたします。お荷物をお持ちいたしましょう。
結構よ。自分で持てます。ありがとう。
Rosa went into her room, guided by Goda. She then closed the door somewhat violently and threw her luggage on the top of the bed. She got down on her knees in front of the bed, burying her face in it. For a while, Rosa made as if to shred the sheets with her fingernails, sobbing constantly.
Maria 様、大丈夫ですか？
Canon appeared from behind the ticket after watching Rosa leave. Their relationship is so fucked up. My brain can't handle it. Not today.
平気だよ。
Also, I don't think I really realized that her pupils here are getting really like a cat. Cat looks like, almost. Maria gave a creepy laugh, but to Canon, who had seen the whole thing, it looked like she was enduring as best as she could.
最低のやつだ。あれで母親なんて。
仕方ないよ。その程度の器にはその程度のが入り込む。
Wait, what? Wait, what? You can't have anything better than that to enter a container of that level? What do you mean?
マリアは全然平気だよ。
Khan got down on his knees and picked up the trampled candy. It was tragic, just looking at it. He thought about dusting it off and returning it to her, but really couldn't do so with it in that condition. Just as he was wondering what to do, he met Maria's gaze. No, that wasn't quite right. Maria was looking at the candy Canon had picked up. Right now, Maria's heart was surely the same as the candy that had been trampled into a pulp. Canon realized this, but didn't know what he should do.
そうだ。さっき僕がもらったのと交換してあげるよ。
Canon remembered that a similar candy he would received from Maria was in his pocket. Maria stuck out her hand. Canon thought she was trying to take it, so he held out the candy, but Maria didn't try to grasp it. Then Canon realized she was saying give it back. No matter how tragic and trampled it was, this candy was Maria's. Her mother had brought it for her. No matter how tragic, it had to be this candy and no other. If only it were intact enough that it could be fixed by dusting it off. Canon hung his head.
僕には誇りを払う程度しかできない。ごめん。
Canon held out the miserable looking candy Maria wanted. She took it and spoke.
ありがとう。
Wow, her voice changed.
人間には誇りしか払えないけど、魔女には元通りに直すことができるよ。ベアトリーチェなら簡単にね。
マリア様、ベアトリーチェ。
Yep, Canon, you met her like in person, basically.
様のことをご存知なのですか？
Except for Butler, there was no way anyone related to Shirimiya family would have failed to know Beatrice's name. But just now Maria had bragged about Beatrice to Butler. She had spoken almost as though she was meeting with Beatrice regularly. Canon felt a sharp pain inside his left hand, which was curled into a fist. In the past, a witch called Beatrice had appeared to tempt him and Shannon. He would always try to think of it as a bad dream. However, Shannon insists that it definitely was a real witch. And then this summer, the shrine to the local Shinto god was hit by lightning, disappearing without a trace over the span of a single night. He knew about Shannon breaking that mirror, and he remembered that as the witch departed, she said she would eventually be revived. And now, this girl who believed absolutely in Beatrice spoke as though she would meet Beatrice herself. Count couldn't suppress a vague sense of foreboding welling up in his heart. For a while, Maria remained silent, as though she could see into Callum's heart. Almost as though she was waiting for a memory of Beatrice to be revived. And then, she spoke as though it was a fact.
マリアはね、ベアトリーチェとお友達なの。
Yeah, I can see that.
今日だって会って一緒に遊ぶよ。
Wait, so what? What? Okay. You're so confident that she will appear for you.
遊びますか？
遊ぶよ。一緒にね、魔法のお勉強をするの。
It's still almost it feels like Beatrice is making vessel out of her for her revival. So maybe my theory of Maria being possessed is not that off. The face of that witch, whom Canon had tried to pretend was a bad dream, began to slowly creep into the back of his mind.
お父様は研究で大変ご多忙と仰せです。
Yeah, sure.
残念ながら
Whatever.
こちらへはおいでになれないとのことです。
やれやれ。こちとら秋の大忙しの中、日程をつけてはるばる六軒島まで来てるんだぜ。親父も少しは愛想を良くしてもらいたいもんだぜ。
ほんとよね。南條先生、本当に研究や機嫌の問題なの？ベッドから起き上がれないくらいに容体が悪いって言うんじゃないの？
さて、どうでしょうかな。私の口からは何とも。
Nansha glanced at Natsuhi. It seems he thought it wasn't his place to speak without first getting Natsuhi's approval.
お父様はますますにご健康でいらっしゃいます。寝たきりなどと失礼極まりない。
でも余命3ヶ月なんでしょ？普通に考えれば痩せ衰えてベッドからも起きられないはずよ。でしょ、南條先生？
波の患者ならそうでしょうがな。金蔵さんは並外れた気力をお持ちです。あの気迫にお迎えも恐れて近寄れないのかもしれませんな。
それほどまでにお元気なら少なくとも安心ね。
そこまで元気ならせめて挨拶くらいはさせてほしいもんなんだがな。親族会議ってのは親父の顔を見に来たって意味なんだぜ。
It's to get money, like all of you need that.
これじゃ何のために来たのかわからねえぜ。
そう言うな。いればいたで心が休まらないといつもぼやくのだろうが。兄弟一同水入らずで今年も全員欠けることなく集まれたことを喜ぼうじゃないかね。
昨年の親族会議でも会えなかったのよ。血を分けた子供たちが2年ぶりに挨拶したいというのがどうして理解してもらえないのかしら。
挨拶の言葉があるのでしたら私どもがお伝えします。それともエヴァさん、何かお父様にお会いして挨拶以上のお話でもあられるのですか？
I think this is the friend also. I think that Suhi wasn't like talking with Kinzo much or not at all in the first episode, and now she act like she regularly like talking to him or sending like going to him and giving him messages. I think that that's a little bit different. I might be wrong though.
いやね、何の話よも
う。予算かエヴァ。夏井さん、堪忍な。エヴァも娘としてお父さんの病状が不安なだけなんや。ちょいと気持ちを汲み取ってな。
その通りだな。エヴァは親父殿が余命を宣告されてから急に親孝行をするようになったじゃないか。なるほど。 その姿をぜひ見てもらいたいという気持ちもわからなくない。
何が言いたいのよ。
よせよ姉貴。
I never heard that. Aneki. There was a form like that in Japanese? Wait, what? What's the Aneki? Let me just check real fast. Oh! Okay, this is like very rarely used. This is elder sister. Yeah, that makes sense. Because we always like hear only Aniki, but we never hear actually Aneki. And I was like confused. Okay, that makes a lot of sense.
晩飯までには機嫌を直してくれるよう祈ろうじゃねえか。それに俺たちは到着したばかり。まずは軽く挨拶に訪れただけだぜ。親族会議は親父抜きだってできる。いや、兄弟で意見を統一してからじゃなきゃ話せねえことだっていろいろあるはずだぜ。な、秀吉兄さん。
そうや、ルドルフ君の言う通りや。わしらが全員顔を揃えるのは年に一度しかない。貴重な時間を大事にし、汚い話し合いをせんといかん。
Even though the tea hadn't arrived, they were very determined.
でもその前に本家の素晴らしい調度品に囲まれた客間でのんびりと紅茶を楽しむゆとりがあってもいいんじゃないかしら。
Kyrie words seems to contain a subtle admonition directed at everyone gathered there. They all understood, and as they cleared their throats and straightened their neckties, the atmosphere in the room returned to normal for a time.
失礼します。お茶をお持ちいたしました。
よー、シャノンちゃん。ますますべっぴんさんになったな。
Shannon entered parlor, pushing the serving cart. Everyone decided to relax and enjoy some black tea for the time being. A wonderful aroma began to spread through the room. As far as anyone could see, the strained atmosphere from before Shannon's arrival seems like a lie. Of course, Shannon, who was setting up the tea, probably didn't even notice. Kyrie seems to laugh faintly at how adult everyone was suddenly acting. Let me just check something, 'cause I feel like this is a little bit too... Yeah. Nah, that was fine. Why do I even like check that? Rudolph didn't like it when Kyrie took the initiative and spoke at the family conference. It was his worthless mate pride. He probably didn't want to look like a weak man who took advice from his wife. She understood that and did her best. She understood that and did her best to refrain from saying any more that was necessary. So she separated herself from the circle of siblings, who only superficially appeared to be enjoying some time together alone, and casually drank her tea near the window.
あら、ローザさん、兄弟で水入らずなのでは？
ご冗談を。
ごめんなさい。気を悪くしないで。うちの夫に呆れてるだけだから。
Apparently, Rosa hadn't been able to keep up with that on the surface friendliness. They would come here to fight bloodily and dirty, each trying to grab a part of inheritance for themselves. She probably didn't like suddenly pretending that they were all chummy. Or maybe she was still too immature for that.
だいぶ風が出てきているようですね。枝葉があんなに揺れて。
もう台風が近くまで来ているのでしょうね。
Okay, now we are close to the typhoon stuff, and Maria is still outside. So we are kinda in a similar situation as before.
今夜あたりからはだいぶ降るのかしら。
マリアちゃん、この1年で随分立派になりましたね。
Dragon's like mentioning of Maria.
そう見えます。未だに自分のお洋服を畳むことすらできないんですよ。
Okay, never mind then.
ええ。
Although the circumstances are different, like last time she got afraid for Maria because she went asleep, and when she woke up there was a typhoon outside actually and Maria wasn't still inside, so okay, this is not the time yet.
こんなにも愛情たっぷりなお母さんと一緒なんですもの。心の豊かな子に成長しますよ。
Rosa fell silent. Maybe she was unsure as to what Kiri meant by that.
私なんて母親失格ですよ。子に生まれる親は選べない。あの子がかわいそうで。
お互い様じゃないですか。親だって生まれる子は選べない。
I like you, Kiria. You always have like very good point of view on everything. Rosa bit her lower lip.
どちらが悪いとかじゃなくて、一緒に生きていくんだという気持ちで、ゆっくり成長を見守ってあげればいいじゃないですか。ローザさんは毎日をマリアちゃんと過ごしてるから、小さな変化に気づかないかもしれないけれど、1年ぶりに再会した私たちには、その大きな成長ぶりがよくわかりますよ。
もし本気で言ってくれてるならありがとうございます。
それでは失礼いたします。ご用がありましたらいつでもお呼びつけください。
Shannon bowed politely and left the room. As Hideyoshi and Rudolph, who had a soft spot for a woman, watched her go, the atmosphere in the room began to revert back to what it had been right before Shannon's visit.
お父様がいらっしゃられないなら、それはそれでできる話もあるというものよ。ねえ、ルドルフ。
ああ、そうだな。俺たちははるばるここまで埃の匂いがする紅茶を飲みに来たわけじゃねえぜ。
よかろう。一秒を争ってお前たちがしたいという話を聞こうじゃないか。
やれやれ。早速始めたわ。
私も加わらないといけない。あの人たち、私が主張しないと4人兄弟であることをすぐ。
あなたも大変ね。ちょっと言葉を選ばなかったかしら。ごめんなさい。
ううん。こちらこそ私たち互いに娘を持つ母親同士なんだから、もっと交流しなきゃいけないのに、いっつも会えば変な話ばかりで。
Wait, 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 wait. Wait a second. Hold on a second. As a pair of mothers with daughters. What? But, huh? It's like her Because Butler is not her child, like, gently. She got married with Rudolph after Butler was born. So she have a daughter. She had a daughter before she met Rudolph. And this daughter is nowhere to be seen. Like if the daughter wasn't brought up to the family together as her. There's nothing on the info on her about that. This is not like accidental phrase here. I feel like we will see daughter of Kyries, and I feel like she will like have some kind of impact on the story, because this is huge. I feel like this is huge. This is not an accident. I don't think I ever heard that in the first episode. And if they mentioned that in the first episode, then I totally forgot about it, or didn't like paid attention to that. But now, after the episode 1, this is huge. What do you think about my thoughts about that one? No spoilers though.
この屋敷の空気のせいよ。ここの空気を嗅ぐといっつも私たちはギスギスし合ってるもの。ローザさんとは親族会議じゃない席で一度ゆっくりお茶でも飲みたいわ。銀座に行きつけの素敵な喫茶店があるの。
Yeah, about her daughter, you can let me know if in the episode 1 it was mentioned or not. Yeah, let me know about that one. Because I'm sure she never thought about that before. Yeah, you can let me know about that. I think that will avoid spoilers. Yeah. Also, I think... Nah, don't tell me if she will appear in the story. It'll be... Actually, no, you can let me know. Because I assume that she will appear in the story, so... If she don't, then... I will have just one person less to think about. And it's not going to be a really spoiler if you tell that she will appear. Because that's what my thoughts telling me right now. So yeah, I think it will just calm me down. Yeah, you can let me know. Just don't tell me if she is like really important for the story. Just if she will appear at some point. There's a wonderful coffee shop in... oh yeah, that's what Kyrie
ぜひ今度招待させて。
ありがとう、キリエさん。その時はぜひ。
いやーね、急に空が暗くなってきたわ。まるでこの部屋の人たちが天気を悪くしてるみたい。もうゴロゴロ鳴ってるわ。あら、ぽつりと来たかしら。
There really were small splashes of rain on the glass of the parlor window. The weather seems to have worsened faster than expected. Just then, a silent thunderbolt struck inside Rose's head, and she remembered that her beloved child was out in the rose garden. Okay, so we are now in the situation when she goes out. But it's really different. It's really different circumstances and time. Yeah, we don't have the clock, right? Or I don't remember. I wonder what hour is it. A normal girl would try to go inside if the weather got bad, but Maria was different. Yeah, and in the episode 1 she was like looking for her rose. So I wonder what she's doing outside now. Because she was just just left there with her thoughts, basically. So I wonder. She would sometimes get stubborn and refuse to move if the rain or even spears fell from the sky. That's right, I told that child to just stay there doing that forever, didn't I? And I'm not going to tell you to wait forever for the next episode, but I will tell you to wait for the next episode, because that's when we are going to check about Maria's well-being. Yeah, that was a really good episode. Really good episode. A lot to unpack. It was like impactful beginning. A lot of information later on. I'm curious about Kiri's situation and her apparently daughter. And yeah. I hope you liked it and I will see you in the next one. So thank you, and for now, Pocket Watch is going out.